Hello guys and welcome to Football Fandom UK. Apologies, I'm a couple of minutes late. I had a couple of technical gremlins there, guys, so my apologies. I was should have. If you'd heard me 2 minutes ago, you guys would have been laughing your head off. I was screaming at the computer. So yeah, apologies for being late, guys, but we're only a minute late into the game. So like I say, my apologies for that. So just bear with me, guys. I will share with you guys on the screen the team news, and then I'll come to the chat to see what fandom members we got with us tonight as we watch along to Newcastle playing Aston Villa. Just a cagey start at the minute, guys. Both teams knocking it about in the middle of the park. A bit of a scrappy start, but hungry. Both sides showing a bit of hunger to get the ball. So hopefully we're in for a tasty game, guys. So there we go. Right, we're sorted now. So yes, honest, I can't believe that the technology sometimes so frustrating. Aston Villa with the ball on this near side, but Newcastle challenging for it. Villa claiming for a foul there, but referee giving nothing. So let's quickly go to the chat. Milzard, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. How are you doing, mate? Hope you've had a good day. And Milzard saying, Gaz, this is an hour before the stream. Good luck for it. If I don't join. No worries, Milzard. Thank you very much for dropping in, mate. And yeah, no worries. Totally understand it might be too late for some of you guys, this one. But nice one, Milzard. Top man, thank you for dropping in, mate. Milzard also saying can't make it. So yeah, no worries, mate. Thank you. Aaron Keane, how's it going, mate? All right, so it's another one. Aaron Keane saying, hi, Gaz. This is 45 minutes before the start. You can make it, but possibly not the full stream as I'm up early in the morning. No worries, mate. No worries. Well, thank you, Aaron, for dropping in. No worries if you guys can't make it. Like I said, as I've explained to some of you guys, we're trying to do as many games as possible at the minute, guys, to grow the fandom community so that we can obviously get the channel moving a little bit better, and also so more fans come and get involved so you guys can enjoy more football chat in the fandom community chat on live streams. And obviously I want to push on with other ideas as you guys are familiar with that come on regular. So yeah, no worries for that, Aaron. So Newcastle now on the attack as they've got in behind, but the referee has blown the whistle for offside. So just let you guys know, if you wanted Callum Wilson on the bench, not starting, but I think we're going to see a few players rotated. We saw that last night in the United Arsenal game. Or was it last night? I can't remember. I might be losing track of my days. But thank you very much, Aaron. Yeah, get a good rest up tonight, mate. Aaron also said he's left a prediction for 2-1 Newcastle. Nice one, Aaron. Top man, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. And yeah, nice early prediction in. So Villa now on the attack. And they're just knocking it about at the moment on the halfway line, but just inside the Newcastle half as the ball is played out wide to that far side. Oh, and it just got away from Villa there as it goes behind, and that will be a goal kick to Newcastle. But yeah, both teams starting off quite hungry, guys. 5 minutes in, and we've already had good intent showed by both teams to get forward and try and create chances. So hopefully we're going to get a good few goals in this one tonight. Milzard saying 3-1 Villa, soft spot for me as my sister's boyfriend supports them. Okay, fair enough, mate. No worries. That's thinking it sometimes. Family ties can make you have. You've got your own club that you support, but family ties can make you have a bit of a soft spot for other clubs as well, can't they? Villa now on the attack as they come forward now down the centre of the park. Newcastle getting bodies back, but Villa get behind now, and Villa have scored. getting in behind the defence there. Watkins, pretty much a tapping for him, really, as Villa cut the Newcastle defence wide open there. The Newcastle defence was pretty good on one side, but they hadn't got back enough on the opposite side of the pitch, and it meant that basically Villa's attacking players just cut through them like a knife through butter. So Villa with an early goal, but hopefully plenty more to come, guys. Not yet. So low and hard into that far corner of the net. Or should I say this near side of the net. Confusing with these camera angles in America because they've got, obviously we're used to different camera angles here in the UK, but they seem to, in the UK, we get used to watching a game from one side. But in America, I've noticed they have cameras that switch from one side of the pitch to the other sometimes. So it can make it a bit more complicated to describe the game, if you like. So Newcastle get us back underway as they come forward now, knocking the ball out to that far side, and long ball forward there down that far side, but no Newcastle player reading that very well, and it's gone out behind for a goal kick to Villa. So thanks for that, Milzard, top man. Appreciate you guys leaving score prediction. Milzard saying hi, Aaron, what you up to? So I'm not sure if this is a conversation you guys had before I started the stream. Aaron saying not much, so no, fair enough. Milzard saying just waiting for the game. So yeah, apologies, I was a little bit late, guys. Milzard saying, is Stevie here for this one? Yes, mate, Stevie's here for this one. Yeah, I've done one or two streams in the last couple of days without Stevie. Not because Stevie always tries to make himself available as much as possible, but obviously Stevie got his own commitments as well. Newcastle coming into the box now. Oh, ball cut back, and I just got his foot in wrong there, and didn't get the shot off, but the ball out to this near side as Newcastle come again now on the edge of the box. Shot coming from distance, but ricocheting off the Villa players, and that takes the sting out of the shot enough for the Villa goalkeeper to gather the ball. So yeah, thanks for that, Milzard. Stevie is with us. Ben, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Good to have you with us. Ben saying hello. How's it going, Ben? Hope you've had a good day, mate. Checked out your channel before. You got a few interesting bits and bobs you're putting on your channel, mate. Looks good. So Villa now building from the back as they come forward, but actually forced to come back as they pass back to the goalkeeper. Newcastle pressing from the front here as Villa try to play through the press, knocking the ball out to that far side, but Newcastle managing to intercept the pass as they now try to come forward, but Villa challenging for it on that far side, and the ball knocked out a play for a throw into Newcastle. Newcastle taking it quickly, playing it back towards the halfway line as they play it now into the centre circle. Just tapping it about at the moment as they probe that Villa formation. Villa with all 10 players in their own half at the moment, but Newcastle now try to play down that far side, but as they do play the ball forward, the linesman has put the flag up for offside. So free kick to Villa. So Ben saying, I think 1-1. Good shout, Ben. Yep. Hopefully we'll get a few more goals than that though, mate. But yep, that's a good shout. I'm hoping for more goals. Be nice to have a hatful tonight, like a 3-2 or a 4-3, something like that. Because it's not like the Premier, obviously it's friendly game, so we can get more goals. Villa now coming forward as they race into the box. Shot, and they've scored. Villa with a second. Really caught. Newcastle cooled there. Newcastle trying to push up the field a bit there, and Villa quickly nicked the possession in midfield and pounced on Newcastle, pushing too many men. Well, they pushed up too much, really, if you ask me. But better to make the mistakes in pre-season if you're going to make them, I suppose. But yeah, really nice goal there from Villa. Little bit of a step over and just manages to get it past the goalkeeper at the far post. So Millsard saying cool. Thanks, mate. Stevie's with us. Stevie saying hi, Gaz, and all. Nice one, Stevie. How you doing, mate? Good to have you with us again. Appreciate you making yourself available tonight, Stevie. Top man, thank you for that. Millsard saying hi, Gaz. And welcome to the show, Millsard. If you're just dropping in, mate. Aaron also saying hi, Gaz. How's it going, guys? Appreciate you guys staying up for this one. Obviously, I know that you might not be able to stay all the way through it. So if you're here in the UK and you've got an early start. But thank you very much, guys, for staying up and dropping in some support. Really do appreciate it. Top stuff. Newcastle now pushing forward as they've pushed into Aston Villa's half at the moment, but Villa keeping themselves compact as Newcastle just knocking it about on that far side, just close to the halfway line, now trying to play through that congested Villa formation, but Villa able to intercept the ball as they now try to play out from the back. Strong challenge comes in from Newcastle, and Villa have won a free kick on this near side. So free kick taken quickly as they play it across the field, now coming forward up towards the centre circle as Villa now race into the Newcastle half, coming forward now out on this near side as a cross comes in, and the Villa just unable to tap that one in. I'm not sure. Ollie Watkins there, almost getting the touch on it. Sorry, guys, I was just trying to work out who it was racing into the box there. But yeah, it's Ollie Watkins. It's so difficult in pre-season because you don't. They use, obviously, it's just they don't have this. They don't always have the names on the shirts and stuff. So Villa now coming forward from that far side as they try to get across into the box, and Newcastle managed to get a block on it, and it goes out behind for a corner to Villa on that far side. So Millsard saying hi, Stevie, top man. Thank you, Millsard. Always appreciate you guys acknowledging Stevie. So thank you, mate, top man. Stevie saying hi, Millsard. Hope you're well. Nice one, Stevie. Always loving the positivity from you guys. So corner comes in towards the near post, headed away by Newcastle, out to the edge of the box. Villa intercept it. Newcastle now challenging for the ball and winning it as they try to push up the field now on this near side, but Villa scrapping for the ball as they come in with challenges there. But Villa still able to retain the ball as they play it back towards their defensive line. Now Villa just knocking it about just inside their own half at the moment as Newcastle push players up to try and press the ball, forcing Villa to play it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper knocks it out wide to this near side now, but strong challenge comes in from Newcastle, getting the interception and knocking it out of play. So that will be a throw into Villa about midway inside their own half. So nice one, guys. Yep, Millsard there. And Stevie, top stuff. And awesome. Thank you, guys. Stevie saying, jolly good, mate. Yep, I'm all good. Thanks. Nice one, Stevie and Millsard. Also, top stuff, guys. Top stuff. Millsard saying, come on, 1-0. Absolutely. Oh, Villa now coming racing down the centre of the park as they get a shot from just outside the box. And I think the goalkeeper just got a touch to that because we're going to have another corner. So Newcastle being really sloppy in possession in spells of this game. Yeah, defender block just got a touch to it. So is that a new player for Newcastle? What's he called? Filligan. I don't know it. Or is it Villa? Filligan. That's not a player I'm familiar with. It must be a player they recently signed or a youth player. Villa now with a shot from distance as the ball is knocked out to the edge of the box from the corner, but a bit wild that shot and goes well over the goal, and the goalkeeper will get us back underway. So thanks, Millsard. Cheers, mate. Yeah, Millsard buzzing with the goals. Top stuff, mate. Stevie's saying, whoa, Villa going for it. Absolutely. Yeah, well, that's what we want. We want both of them going for it, don't we, guys? We want a hat full of goals tonight. That's entertain us. Newcastle now coming forward on that far side. Millsard saying, yep, absolutely. Let's hope we can get some more then, guys. So, yeah, Newcastle now with the possession on that far side, just on the halfway line as they play it into the centre of the park. Now chipping the ball forward, long out to this near side as now a cross comes into the box, but played it too soon there as Newcastle forwards not given the time there to get into the box. He just rushed that shot. Or should I say that cross. So Villa now getting us back underway as they play the ball forward now, coming towards the halfway line. Chipped out to that far side as they race down that flank. And Newcastle managed to intercept it just outside their box. Trippier on the ball at the moment as he plays it back to the goalkeeper. I'm not even going to try and get to the names, guys, because I do know, obviously, names of Premier League players, but with all the Premier League clubs at the minute rotating players left, right, and centre, you can't. There's a lot of team changes. They're just trying to get fitness in the players' legs. It was really weird. Who was watching the other day? I was watching a friendly, and it was really weird because they was playing it without any shirts, without any shirt names and numbers on the shirts. It was just blank shirts. I can't remember who was it now. It was a UK club, but yeah, nothing on the back of the shirt. Were really strange. That's the kind of stuff you get in pre-season. So yeah, we're not used to that, are we, guys? We're used to seeing all the sponsorship and all the numbers and the players' names on the shirts. Newcastle just knocking it about in the side their own half at the moment. I think they're just trying to get a spell of possession, see if they can get a bit of possession to get themselves going, because they've been second best so far, 19 minutes in, or just coming up towards 20 minutes actually, as they chip the ball forward now, up towards the forward players for Newcastle, but a bit too much on that ball as the Aston Villa goalkeeper comes out and kicks it straight back in the direction it came from. So Newcastle again knocking it about inside their own half. Millsard saying Philogenia is a young player through academy. Oh, nice one, Millsard. Top man. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that would explain why I'm not familiar with him then, wouldn't it? So yeah, nice one, mate. Obviously, that much transfer news, mate. And we know that Newcastle planning to be very busy this transfer window. I think they've already done some business. I know they're linked with everybody at the minute. Because they're a club with money, aren't they? So every time you click into any football news, you're guaranteed Newcastle linked with somebody. So Villa just playing it back to the goalkeeper now, as they now knock it out to that far side, playing it forward up towards the halfway line, but mistimed pass. Mustang ball there, should I say, and Newcastle able to intercept it. So Newcastle back in the possession. Game's just dropped off a little bit. Started off quite end-to-end in that first 15 minutes, but it's just calmed down a little bit at the moment as Newcastle now try to come forward down that far side. A lot of both teams seeming to attack down that far side of the pitch at the moment, as Villa now nick possession, and then Newcastle come and challenge for the ball, and the referee's blown for a foul just outside the Villa box. So Bruno G, the Newcastle player there with the foul. So Villa now coming forward. So yeah, do you know much about him, Milzard, mate? Is he has he been out on loan anywhere or anything, do you know? Or has he only been playing for the youth team? And I know a young Newcastle player that's in the youth setup that I speak to on social media occasionally. I know he's trying to. I don't know. In fact, I don't know. I don't know if he's re-signed a contract. I know last time I spoke to him, he was talking about whether he would get a new offer. Villa now knocking it out to this near side as they come forward now into the Newcastle half. But bit too much pace on that ball as it goes out. As it goes out of play on this near side for a throw into Newcastle. And the referee has blown the whistle for a water break, guys. Obviously, 86 Fahrenheit over there in the US in Philadelphia. So considerably more, well, obviously, a lot more, I'd say a lot warmer than some of these players are used to. Obviously, a lot of players from around the world play in the Premier League now, so some players will be used to this kind of heat, but some players probably won't. But even the players that are used to it probably don't, probably maybe adjust to the UK temperatures. So then when they do go playing back in hot weather, maybe it's a bit of a shock to the system again. Who knows? But yeah, just a break in play at the moment, guys, while the players have a water break. So Millsard saying he was on loan at Crawley last season. Right. Kurt Millsard in the know. Good stuff, mate. So hopefully we'll be seeing more of him and he can break into the team. But as I say, guys, that time of the season, innit, where players have the opportunity to impress that are on the fringes or playing in the youth setup. So players just coming back onto the pitch now, so we should be back underway in a minute. Guys, don't forget, please do hit that like button. I've got an early start tomorrow for work, but staying up late tonight to give you guys some coverage. So please do consider hitting that like button. It does help, and it doesn't cost you nothing, guys. It's can be a good deed for the day. It helps out the channel a little bit, and it's massively appreciated, guys. If you've hit it already, thank you very much. So we're getting back underway now with Newcastle with the throw-in on this near side as the ball is played into the centre of the park, and now Villa challenging for it as they win it, knocking it out to this near side. And now, as they try to play it forward, Newcastle intercept it, playing it back into the centre of the park as they come forward now to the halfway line, playing it in behind the Villa defence, but the linesman is going to flag there for offside. So, yeah, it's marginal. It's only a yard offside, but I suppose that's to be expected in pre-season. Mills, I'd say, not Crawley. He was at Cardiff. I was thinking of Anthony. So thinking of another player. No worries, mate. Well, that's good info, Milzard. Top man, thank you, mate. Appreciated. As I say, with me trying to do so much match watch alongs and trying to cover as many clubs across the UK, plus the national teams as well, it's just so difficult for me to keep up with everything. But that's where you guys help a lot coming in the chat and feeding me bits of information that you guys are familiar with. So, yeah, top man, Milzard, appreciate that, mate. Villa now with the ball on that far side as they've got a throw in. Now playing it back towards their own box as they switch the play out to this near side now under pressure from Newcastle. Newcastle just struggling to get any possession at the moment as Villa now knock it out to that far side, but it's intercepted by Newcastle as Newcastle come forward now towards the edge of the box, but immediately under pressure by Villa, but still keeping possession as they're pushed back a little bit here, but tried to play it forward there, but it's cut out by Villa. And now Villa come racing forward down the centre of the pitch as they play it in behind, but a bit too much on that ball, and it's gone out behind for a goal kick to Newcastle. So, yeah, top man, nice one, Milzard. Stevie saying, wish we had less rain and more sun over here. Yeah, but I think we've been pretty lucky, haven't we, Stevie, this season, mate, this summer, because we, as I keep saying, we always seem to get the good weather in the UK early on in the summer. Newcastle now coming forward as they've got in behind and they've scored. Newcastle scoring. So it's one of Newcastle youngsters, Anderson, with the goal. Villa just getting caught out there as they pushed up. They pushed up towards the halfway line, trying to compress and obviously set the offside trap, but it worked against them on this occasion. Villa managed to get a defender back to challenge, but the ball did ricochet off the Villa defender straight back into the path of the Newcastle player there, the Newcastle youngster, and he was able to just tap it in past the goalkeeper. So Villa now on the attack as they come forward now on that far side, chipping the ball up towards the forward players as Newcastle managed to intercept it now. And now Newcastle playing it back into the centre of the field, midway inside their own half. As just knocking it about at the minute with their centre-backs. Stevie saying, please hit the like button. Yes, guys, no ball over the top here as Newcastle get in behind. Goalkeeper comes out to intercept that, knocking it out to this near side. And that will be a throw-in for Newcastle, roughly midway inside Aston Villa's half of the field. So Newcastle now with the throw-in is now getting behind. Cross comes in from this near side corner flag, but goalkeeper rises the highest there, gathers it, and now the goalkeeper kicks the ball long up towards the Newcastle box as a bit of a tussle here with McGinn and one of the Newcastle centre-backs, and the referee blows the whistle. So I think that was offside, actually. So Newcastle now coming forward as they chip the ball over the top now. Newcastle trying to just get a foot to that as Villa in a foot race with the Newcastle forward. So 30 minutes gone, guys. Newcastle 1, Villa 2. So nice one, Stevie. Yeah, guys, please do hit that like button. Would be appreciated. Doesn't cost you nothing. And like I say, just helps a little bit. Just helps. Would be cool to get into double figures. Gives us a clue that at least the fans of your club appreciate our efforts. Last night we did argue two clubs where their fans say that they're biggest clubs in the world, which is Arsenal and Man United. Their fans claim that they're the biggest club in the world. We had 2,000 views and we only just got 10 likes. So not really showing that they're the biggest club in the world when we only get 10 likes for doing a game involving their club. So come on, guys, please do hit it. Villa coming forward now down this near side as Newcastle come across to challenge for the ball. Villa playing it into the centre of the park. Now Villa trying to come forward, but Newcastle compacting their midfield and defence, although their defence looks quite fragile at the minute because they seem to be I'm trying to work out what formation Newcastle are playing because a lot of the time I'm seeing three at the back. And it does look like they were playing with three at the back. As Villa come forward now towards the edge of the box on this near side. Ball cut back towards the edge of the box. And now Villa with a shot from the edge of the D. And the goalkeeper making a good save there, diving to the near side post. But yeah, really good effort that from Villa. So yeah, Millsard saying my 3-1 prediction is on. Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. You could be on to a winner there, mate. So Newcastle with the possession at the moment, just inside their own half. As they play it now down the middle. And the referee blows for a foul here of a coming together of players in the centre circle. And I think it's going to be a free kick to Newcastle. So Newcastle, sorry guys, camera angle's not showing us the challenge how we would expect it would. I think it's because I think this is what they call a football stadium in America, but it's not football as we know it. It's what they call as we know it's rugby, innit? But yeah, now Newcastle take the free kick as they knock the ball out to that far side, and now a ball over the top trying to get in behind, but Villa have intercepted it. As now Villa play the ball forward, coming racing down the centre of the park as they chip the ball forward now into the Newcastle half, but Newcastle intercept it. And now Newcastle on the attack as they play the ball out to this near side now, coming forward into the Villa half. And challenge comes in from Villa and the ball goes out of play. So throw into Newcastle. Now the ball knocked up the field as it goes out again. Further up the field now in the Newcastle half as Newcastle will now build again from the back, playing the ball across the field out to the opposite side as they try to push forward now. But Villa just pushing a few players up into the Newcastle half to press the ball. So yeah, good shout, Millsard. Yeah, you could be right, mate. You could be right. We'll have to see. But we're certainly on for a 3-1, aren't we? But hopefully more, mate. I'm hoping for more. Newcastle now coming forward down that far side as they come towards the edge of the box now. Ball played into the box as a Newcastle on-running play there. Gets the shot off and it's just wide of this near side post. Cut back really nice that, but I think it actually might have took a deflection off a Villa player. And it's Murphy there that got the shot off for Newcastle. So Villa now playing out for the back. The referee obviously not noticed that. Looked like it took a deflection. So Villa coming forward now as they come into the Newcastle half of the field. Now ball played in behind as Villa come on, but the ball just a bit too much pace on that. And it goes straight to the Newcastle goalkeeper. Newcastle probably taking a little bit of a sigh of relief there as they now come forward, trying to do the same, playing the ball in behind. Both teams pushing their defences higher up the field, so it's giving opportunities to play balls in behind. And if the strikers can get themselves bang on with the offside, then they can potentially get in on goal with only the goalkeeper to beat. Newcastle now playing the ball forward from this near side as Villa intercept it and managed to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. But yeah, I just got an interesting thought, guys. The interesting thought for you guys. I'll come back to the chat in a sec, guys. I can see Maggie and Ben dropped in, so I'll come to the chat in a minute, guys. But just an interesting one. Oh, Villa now playing it forward as another ball in behind, and it's just again too much pace for. We could see way more goals in this one, guys. If both teams are playing such high lines, I don't know whether this is a tactical thing that they're trying to experiment with while it's pre-season, but both of them guilty of doing it. I think if this was an actual proper Premier League game, we'd be criticising them heavily for playing such a high line. But both teams guilty of it. But yes, guys, just thought of it with pre-season and the Premier League clubs playing pre-season now and they're warming up, playing against each other and stuff like that. Obviously, playing around the world, you got different referees that don't normally referee Premier League games. They're not, and there's no VAR. So when we get back to the normal season, do you think the first few games that players might be a little bit out of tune with VAR, you know, like with the offside and stuff like that, because obviously they've been playing games through pre-season where VAR's not been involved. And plus, they've obviously Premier League referees, we all know what Premier League referees are like. And, you know, I know it's not always noticeable, but there is slight variations in the referees around the world, depending on what part of the world they're from. So I'm just chucking it out there for you guys. What do you think? Do you think players might take, 2 or 3 games to just get back in tune with VAR, with the offside rules and stuff like that? Whether, you know, because obviously now the offside is so bang on with VAR, or it's supposed to be anyway. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts, guys. Newcastle now with the ball on that far side as they come to the edge of the box. So thanks for that, Milzard. Ben's with dropping in. Ben, the best League One. How's it going, Ben? Welcome to the show, mate. Ben saying hello. How you doing, mate? Did see your comment earlier. I think you did drop. Well, no, it was Milzard that dropped in earlier on one. Sorry, my bad. Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? I think, did you? Was it Milzard and Aaron? Yeah, you did drop in earlier and say 1-1, didn't you, mate? Yeah. So yeah. How's it going, Ben? Hope we're not keeping you up too late, mate. Coming to 40 minutes now as Newcastle have won a free kick here. About 30 yards from goal, maybe just a little bit less, maybe 28 yards. Quite central, but slightly out to that far side. So good opportunity for a shot on goal here. And I hope they do actually take a shot on goal because was it Arsenal we was watching yesterday? They had a few good opportunities from free kick positions. And they decided every one of them decided to cross it into the box rather than take a shot. And they had some opportunities from shots on goal from some pretty good positions in that game against United. So Newcastle now with the free kickers. Trippier about to take it. I'll come to comments in a minute, guys. Just bear with me a second. Yeah, another cross. Cross comes in. And it's headed on and behind. And that's going to be a free kick to Villa with the offside flag going up. So, yeah, good to see you, Ben. Thank you very much for dropping back in, mate. Hope you're doing okay. Milzard saying, I might not be on streams till Friday as I'm busy. No worries, Milzard. No worries, mate. Totally understand that you guys got other stuff going on, especially with it being the summer as well. So, yeah, no worries, mate. Appreciate you coming getting involved, as you know, whenever you can. But if you've got stuff going on, mate, I totally understand that. No problem. As I keep telling you guys, you come on when you get the time, and that makes you part of the Fanden community. I know that you guys can't always come on in every stream, but what all I ask you guys to remember is I'm trying to get as many streams done as possible so we can grow the Fanden community, and hopefully that is going to help us push the channel forward, make the community better for you guys to enjoy more conversation with more fans in the chat, and it will also mean that I can start working on other ideas as we grow the Fandom project. So yes, but I always appreciate the support you guys give on these match watch alongs. I know some of you guys probably hungry for me to get on with doing new stuff, new ideas, and it's coming, guys. In the future it is coming, but like I say, we need to try and grow the Fandom community a bit more first. So that's why we need to keep this match watch along intensity up, especially in pre-season as well, with games all over the world and different kickoff times as well, like this. So Villa now with the possession on the halfway line as a strong challenge comes in from Newcastle, and the referee blows for a foul. So 43 minutes gone, guys. So we're getting close to half time. Villa with a free kick taken short. So yeah, no worries, Milsard. Thanks, mate. Like I say, hope you're busy with something you're enjoying, mate. Maggie, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show, Maggie. Maggie saying hello, Fandon. How's it going, Maggie? Not seen you for a little bit. I presume you've been busy, mate, but that's cool. That's cool. Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying the summer. And welcome to the show, mate. Always a pleasure to have you involved when you've got the time. So Villa now just playing the ball about inside their own half. As it's currently Mings on the ball. As ball knocked out to that far side now as Villa come forward into the Newcastle half of the field. So Villa now playing forward down that far side with a 1-2 as they get in behind now, and then a cross comes in, but it's blocked off by Newcastle's defenders there. I think it was Murphy getting the shot blocking that cross, and it's gone behind. So that's going to be a corner to Villa. Douglas Lewis, and that's how he pronounced his name's gone out to that far side to take the corner for Villa. I think the players are feeling the heat, guys. They're trying to grab water bottles at every opportunity. So I think they're feeling the intensity of the Philadelphia weather out there in the US. So Villa now with the corner on the far side of the pitch. Corner comes in. And now it's knocked away out to the edge of the box, but Villa managed to knock it back into the box as the goalkeeper jumps the highest and manages to intercept that. So that will leave the pressure for Newcastle. Looks like there's a fantastic attendance tonight, guys, from the US football fan community. Can't see many empty seats, to be fair, guys. There is a few dotted about, but we have to remember some of these stadiums in America are absolutely humongous, aren't they? I know that Villa, I'm sure we might get the attendance later on, but I know that last night's game, Man United and Arsenal, 82,500 it was, guys. What fantastic support from the American football fan community to go and watch a friendly. Shows they're passionate about football as well, doesn't it, guys? So, yeah. Newcastle now playing the ball down that far side as Villa challenge for the ball, and the ball ends up getting deflected back towards the Villa goalkeeper. So now the goalkeeper with a long throw out to this near side. So, yeah, good to see you, Maggie. And as I say, mate, welcome to... Oh, Villa getting themselves in trouble here as they try to play out from the back. Newcastle have won the ball, and Newcastle now with the shot, but it's blocked off. But now they score with the rebound. And it's 2-2. So Isaac with the goal there on the as it was just scrambling there, Villa to clear the lines. It was Trippier there with a challenge as Villa a bit sluggish to play out from the back there. And Trippier getting the shot off. Goalkeeper made the initial save. Villa bodies knocking it off the line, but they knocked it right into the on-running path of the Newcastle player there, and he just tapped it right into the back of the net with quite a bit of ferocity. So Isaac there with the Newcastle goal, which levels it up. So 2-2, guys. Villa now playing it back towards their defensive line as they come forward now, but under pressure from Newcastle, as that goal seems to give Newcastle a little bit more motivation. But Villa managing to play through the pass as they come forward now down that far side, coming into the Newcastle half as a challenge comes in from Bruno, and the referee blows for a foul. So Villa with a foul taken quickly as they play it back towards the halfway line and knock it back out to this near side. With 4 minutes added on, guys, and we're almost up with the 4 minutes. Newcastle winning it back on this near side now as they come racing forward. And quite impressed with this. This challenge comes in from Villa, and Isaac again involved. He came right. He's a pretty tall lad, isn't he? I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Is it Isaac or Isaac? But yep, he's been noticeable in the last 5 or 10 minutes, getting involved in play coming forward. So Newcastle with a free kick. Keep comments coming, guys. We'll come to the comments probably within a minute or something, because we're into added on time now. So the referee's got to blow for half time very shortly. Trippier now with the free kick on this near side, crossed into the box as Villa knock it away. But it's intercepted by Newcastle on the edge of the box as they play it back in. But now Villa managing to clear their lines as they play it up towards the halfway line. But no Villa player there as Newcastle intercept it. Ball played back to the goalkeeper as now Newcastle just knocking it about inside their own half, playing it out to this near side. And there goes the halftime whistle. So 2-2 at halftime, guys. That's needed. Bit of fluid. As you guys know, that regular members of the Fandeg community, I can yap and getting a bit of a dry mouth there. I could feel one side of my mouth just sticking to my teeth because it was getting that dry. So, yeah. So, guys, just bear me a second. I'll come to your comments in a second. I'm just going to quickly... Now, I'm going to check, but I don't think I'll be able to get the stats news. Because it's friendlies, isn't it? Not been having any luck getting the stats for friendlies. Look at the halftime interview from Eddie Howe. They're a joke, aren't they, the TV companies? Ask him, he should be giving a team talk, not giving interviews. It's 15 minutes for half time. Tell him to bugger off, Eddie. The press are a joke, aren't they? Let the man do his job. I've never seen unbelievable. I've seen it all now. Half-time, manager giving a half-time interview. What is football coming to, guys? I've seen it all. That's a new one on me. Right, so let's have a look now. We can, guys. Right, so let me quickly just read out the stats, match stats, guys, and then I will come to your comments. So Where are we here? Just bear with me a second, guys. Yeah. So I'll put them on the screen, guys, but I will quickly read them out to you for you guys that might be listening in on a small device like a small iPhone or something like that. So you don't have to be straining to look at the screen. I will read out the stats for the first half. So here's how the first half has gone in numbers, guys. Shots so far, 8 for Newcastle. Villa, 6 shots. Just let me turn that down a bit, blaring in my ear. Shots on target, 4 for Newcastle, 4 for Villa. Possession, 51% for Newcastle, 49% for Villa. Passes, 255 for Newcastle, 253 for Villa. Pass accuracy, 91% for Newcastle, 86% for Villa. Fouls, 8 for Newcastle, 5 for Villa. Yellow cards, none. Neither team getting yellow card, no red cards. Offsides, 4 for Newcastle, none for Villa. And corners, 1 for Newcastle, 4 for Villa. So there you go, guys. That's how the first half went in numbers. So yeah, let's catch up with what you guys are saying in the chat. So thanks for that, Maggie. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing okay. Ben is saying, "Whoa, didn't surprise. Whoa, didn't surprise. 2-0 to Villa in 10 minutes. Yeah, maybe they planned it, mate. Let's get a couple of goals up because we're playing in this intense heat. I think it said 86 Fahrenheit out there in Philadelphia at the minute. So Villa maybe maybe showing that they were a bit tired for going at it in that first 15-20 minutes because they did drop off a bit towards the end of that second half. But yeah, as you say, Ben, good early start from Villa getting that 2-0 lead. So thanks for that, Ben. Milzard saying hi, Maggie. Nice one, Milzard. Top stuff, mate. Always appreciate the positivity from you guys. And Maggie also returning that same consideration. Top stuff, guys. You guys are absolutely class. Milzard saying, how are you doing, Maggie? So yeah, top stuff. And Ben saying, welcome, Maggie. Honest, you guys are fantastic. Absolutely. Makes me proud to be the host of the channel, seeing top class fans in the chat as you guys are always making the effort to welcome each other. I love that. Maggie saying, oh, good, thanks. Would be better if I wasn't working. Laugh out loud. How's you? Sorry to hear you working, Maggie. Well, hopefully we can try and keep you a little bit of company, keeping you up to date with what's going in and on the game, mate. But yeah, always appreciate you dropping in, Maggie. Hope you're not working too hard, mate. Maggie's saying, cheers, Ben. Awesome. Thanks for that, mate. And Milzard saying, good, thank you. Awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. So Ben saying, I want to make myself a tea. I want to make myself a tea with some digestives, but I'm so tired that I can't get up off my bed. Okay, fair enough, Ben. What about digestives and hot chocolate? Now that's good, or even better, hot chocolate with chocolate digestive. Now that's the ticket, mate. Now that might motivate you to get out of bed if you've got hot chocolate and chocolate digestives in the house. You can just picture Ben now thinking, oh yeah, now that's a bit more tempting to get up for. But yeah, no worries, Ben. Hope you are enjoying chilling out there at home, mate. Milzard saying, I'm making myself one now. Sounds good, mate. Sounds good. Well, I've my lovely Mrs. Fanden has just brought me in a hot cup of tea about 10 minutes ago. So big shout out to Mrs. Fanden. Thank you very much for that. Milzard saying, I'm making myself one. Right, sorry, I read that. So apologies, guys. Maggie saying, think most players are used to VAR now, playing without. They probs try a few. Probs try a few things to get away with stuff, laugh out loud. So yeah, no, that's fair enough, Maggie. Yeah, no, that's fair comment, mate. I was just wondering, I was just making it just popped into my head to ask the comment like you asked you guys what you thought. Do you think maybe like, just because they're not playing with it with that question mark all the time. You know what it's like, guys. You watch the games, you've seen what it's like in the Premier League at the minute. Players are scoring goals and not knowing whether to celebrate all the time because they're looking to whether VAR's going to flag it up for something. So we've seen that a lot, haven't we, since it was introduced? But at the minute, obviously, with it being pre-season, players are able to relax a bit more, aren't they? Because they're not using VAR. So I'm just saying, I was just asking Maggie whether you guys think that maybe it might take a game or two for players to readjust when the Premier League starts. But yeah, Maggie, you make a great point there, mate. Players have probably got used to VAR, but I'm just, as I say, just trying to make the point with it being pre-season, players get a bit more relaxed, not having to worry about VAR, and then they go back to the Premier League. And as we know, then the question marks come back where they're scoring goals and they're unsure whether it's going to be given or not given. Do you know what I mean? So, and it's frustrating for the players and for us as the fans as well, because we want to know, is it a goal? Is it going to be allowed or not allowed? You don't want to be told to wait 2-3 minutes to celebrate a goal, do you guys? We don't. We want to celebrate as soon as the striker scores it. That way we enjoy the moment. We live the moment. That's why we love football so much, innit? So, yeah, thanks for that, Maggie, though, mate. You make a great point there about players being familiar with it now. Millsard saying, I'm busy working on a project on my channel. Okay, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I presume it might be the predictions league. A lot of people doing the predictions at the minute on YouTube. So, yeah, good luck with that, Millsard. Hope it... is it? I'm presuming with you saying that it might be a kind of project that might take a week to do a video about or something like that. Maybe it's a long-term one. I've done videos like that myself, mate, where it's a lot of research and preparation. So yeah, thank you for that, Millsard. As you know, I do look out for your channel when I get the chance and come and drop a bit of support for you, mate, when I get the chance. So Ben saying, whoa, 2-2. Yep, absolutely, mate. Yep, 2-2. So that's what we want. We want plenty of goals. So hopefully we're going to have plenty more in the second half. But obviously it's going to be a number of changes, I reckon, as well. Because, as I say, United and Arsenal the other night, when they played, they made a lot of changes in the second half. So I'm expecting that Villa and Newcastle are going to do the same. Bit of squad rotation, get players match fit, because that's obviously part of what this pre-season tour in America is about getting players ready for the start of the season. But yeah, good for us, Ben. Plenty of goals, mate. Ben saying, Gaz, you remember that class Vincent Company goal against Chelsea where he scored from like 35 yards out? Now, yeah, that does ring a bell. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, I do. That does ring a bell, mate. Yep. Yeah, that does ring a bell. I can't think of it bang on off the top of my head, like I say, but yeah, I do remember. I do vaguely remember it, mate. It's there, if you know what I mean, like in shadow in my brain. But yeah, go on, Ben. Are you making a point to that, mate? I'm only asking because it seems like you was going to, the way you've written it seems like you were going to go on to say something else. But yeah, I do vaguely remember. Mate, I do like Vincent Company. I'm gutted he had to retire young. What a defender he was. No nonsense, hard-working defender. We're just so unlucky, aren't we? We need more defenders like that coming through, don't we, guys? We had more defenders coming through like that, then we could get some good defenders throughout the leagues, couldn't we? But at the minute, it seems to be, particularly at the top level, there's not as many top centre-backs at the moment, I would say. Not like there used to be, 15 years ago. 15 years ago, you had quite a few number of good centre backs, didn't you? You had, still had really good players like Rio Ferdinand, and now I think that's a bit too late, wasn't it, for Patrick Vieira? But mind you, Patrick Vieira also played midfield as well, didn't he, occasionally? But yeah, you guys know what I mean. But there did seem to be more hard-hitting centre-backs, like, 10, 15 years ago than there does to be today. Even Van Dijk, who we all see as a pretty, top-level centre-back, he's shown mistakes this season, and he's shown that he's not perfect, he's not flawless. He can have bad games as well. So yeah, I just think it'd be nice to see more top quality centre-backs starting to come through youth academies, if you ask me. So yeah, but that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. But thanks for that, Ben. Millsard saying I do. Yeah, I do. Like I said, I do vaguely remember. It's just, you see that many goals. It's like, am I thinking of a De Bruyne goal here? I can't picture it banging my head spot on. But yeah, thanks for that, Millsard. Also saying I'm doing. I'm sorry, Mills. I'm going to bypass that, mate. I'm not a big fan of people coming on, putting comments that are kind of promoting. I wouldn't come on your channel and put a comment like that, mate. I would see that as disrespecting your channel, and I'm not saying you're meaning to, mate. But when you come on talking about streams and stuff on your channel on another channel, it's kind of promoting, really. And I try to avoid it, mate. When I come onto your channel, I try to talk about what you're doing on your channel, if I can, and avoid promoting myself, if you know what I mean. But I know it's probably not intended, Millsard, so no worries, mate. No worries. Ben saying we need a Maldini's. What's a Maldini's? Sorry. I thought you were talking about a drink or something there. So yeah, Maldini, yeah, we do, Ben. Yeah, you're right, spot on. Millsard saying, no worries, mate, no worries. I'm not having a go, mate. I will come out and check your channel. I will. I always try to come and show you guys support with your channels. You guys come and make the effort to show support on these match watch-alongs while I'm trying to get the channel going. I massively appreciate it, guys. So I do, when I get the time, I try to come and show some support on your channels as well. But as you guys know, I am busy. I'm doing a lot of match watch-alongs. I work full-time, so I can't always. Sometimes it's like when I've got a half a day free, I'll just go on loads of you guys and just come on and check out a few of your videos, leave some comments, stuff like that. So I always want to try and show you guys support. I do. But like I said, I'm just quite busy with work and trying to build the channel. So as you know, I will check out what you guys are doing as and when I get a bit of free time. So yeah, no need to apologize, mate. I'm not making a big issue of it. I'm just saying I do, because obviously one or two other YouTubers have come on and done it, and I've had they've consistently done it though. They have consistently done it. But yeah, no, I understand you guys want to talk about stuff you're doing on your channel, and that's fine. I'm happy to talk to you guys about stuff like that. But that's why you can follow me on social media, guys. If you want to talk to me about ideas you're working on your channels, I'm happy to do that. But I'd rather do it through social media, if you don't mind, guys, rather than on the channel. When I'm on the channel, I want to enjoy talking to you guys about football. So yeah, but I'm always happy if you guys want to bounce ideas or pick my brains a little bit, see if I can help you with any ideas that you maybe, sometimes a little bit of extra input can help you, maybe tweak your ideas to make them a little bit better or whatever. You guys are always welcome to come and drop me a message on social media. Like I say, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram. So yeah, we're back underway, guys, as Villa get us started. So Newcastle just challenging for the ball on the halfway line. But yeah, nice one, Millsap. Yeah, hope you don't take that the wrong way, mate. I'm not, like I said, not having a go. not making it an issue as what's going on. Oh, this is bizarre. That is really, why didn't they just do it at half time? Right, that is really strange. So, guys, we've just literally kicked off. The ball's played up the other end, then played back to the halfway line, goes out of play, and straight away we're having God knows how many substitutions for both teams. Why didn't they just do that before they started? That's what you get when you get inexperienced referees, guys. Because obviously we've got FIFA referees out there in the US. Joey, how's it going, mate? Joey saying hello there. Gaz, how you doing, Joey? Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're doing okay. Not seen you for a little bit, mate. I presume you might have been busy with the youngsters, keeping them entertained, or been camping or something. I don't know if they broke up now, but yeah, I kind of guessed you might have been busy with work or with the youngsters, mate. But good to see you, Joey. I think Liverpool playing tomorrow as well, aren't they, mate? So yeah, hope you've had a good weekend, Joey. Let us know what you've been up to, mate. So Villa now playing the ball out from the back, and Millsard saying, bit strange. Yes, it is, mate. Yeah, Millsard, absolutely. You know what I mean, mate. It is strange that Villa coming racing forward now down that far side as they come into the ball cut back, and now Villa with a shot as the goalkeeper makes the initial save, but the deflected ball goes straight into the path of the on-running Villa player there, and he's able to tap it straight into the back of the net. But what's he called, Deb? I think this is not a player I'm familiar with. It's Bazoo or Banu or something. Oh, no, it didn't. The goalkeeper didn't get it, actually. It ricocheted off the post and back into... Oh, did he? I don't know, it might have actually, but yeah, I think the goalkeeper might have actually just got fingertips to that and knocked it onto the post. Let's have a look now. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Just slowed down, knocked it onto the post, made the initial shot. I bet he's gutted. I bet the keeper's absolutely gutted. Makes the save, but then the ball bounces off the post and straight into the path of Buendia, number 10. I'm not familiar with him. I was 17. I think he's I must be a youth player coming through the Villa youth team. I've just heard him in the background saying he's 17. So yeah. So Newcastle now coming forward down this near side. But yeah, Millsard, you're right, mate. Very strange one, that, isn't it, mate? We're not used to it. Normally, we've seen half-time subs, haven't we? But it's normally done just before they kick off, doesn't it? They don't kick off, then let the ball go out of play and then do subs, do they? That's just an unusual one. But yeah, it's America, isn't it? Millsard, they they like to do things different to us, don't they, mate? Joey's saying, yeah, kids broke up now. Just been doing some overtime past couple of weeks. No worries, Joey. Yeah, mate, got to pay the bills. Got to pay the bills. But yeah, no worries, Joey. Hope your boss has been rewarding you for your efforts with some good time and a half, and maybe even some double time pay. So yeah, awesome, Joey. Give you a little bit of extra cash, I suppose, to keep the youngsters entertained over the summer holidays. But yeah, good to see you, Joey. And thanks. Yeah, thanks for that, mate. I say, I hope you've not been working too hard. Millsard saying, I was at my prom last night. Okay, mate. Did it go well? Did you have a good night? I know. I know. My one of my best friends, his daughter went to prom a few weeks ago, and he asked her, did she want the flower? Because they used to wear the flower, didn't they, on the top of the dress back in the day. And she said, no, it's too old-fashioned. Oh, so now you don't. Girls don't wear flowers to proms. That's a bit. When did flowers become old-fashioned to girls? That's a new one on me. It tells me I'm getting old now if flowers are out of fashion to young girls now. I couldn't believe it when I heard that. No, it's not fashion. It's not fashionable to wear a flower. You know what I mean? It was called like a corsage thing they used to wear, didn't they, back in the day? The young girls for prom nights and stuff like that, or what else do they call them now? Senior year party or whatever. But yeah, I'm shocked that apparently now young girls see flowers as unfashionable. So what's the world coming to? Joey's saying extra pens to entertain. Oh, sorry, extra pennies to entertain kids during holes. Absolutely, Joey. Yep. No, that's fair enough, mate. Can't fault you for that. Yeah. Hope the kids appreciate it, mate. Now Newcastle coming forward down that far side as the cross comes into the box, and the goalkeeper manages to intercept it. So Villa now build from the back. Ball chipped out to that far side as Villa tried to come forward. But Newcastle pressing the ball as Villa just happy to keep the possession at the minute. But now they play it forward as it's intercepted by Newcastle now, midway inside the Villa half. Newcastle playing it out wide to this near side now. It's ball crossed into the box, headed on, but just a bit too much. Got to look like a good header, but I think he's just got a bit too much behind that as he's flicked it on and it's gone straight high and over the bar. I think it might have even actually took a deflection. Did it take a deflection? Let's have a look. No, it didn't. It didn't matter how the camera can play tricks on your eyes. So, yeah, nice one, Joey. Can't fault you there, mate. Top man, good planning ahead. Joey saying prom nights. Prom night, that takes me back. Did you have a good night? Yeah, absolutely. I know, Joey. Yeah, it takes me back as well, in a way, but no, it didn't actually, because it's I didn't even know till recently they were still doing prom nights, to be fair, mate, until my mate mentioned his daughter going to one. So, yeah. Millsard saying, yeah, you had a good time. Cool. Glad you had a good night, mate. I hope you didn't do what I would have done when I was younger. Did you have punch? I don't know. Do they still do punch now at prom? I don't know. So Newcastle now with a possession just inside their own half. As Villa getting all the bodies back behind the ball. Joey saying, cool, Millsard. Yep, absolutely well said, Joey. Thanks, mate. Top stuff. Loving the positivity from you guys. Millsard saying, one of the best nights of my life. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. Newcastle now with the ball over the top. And shot comes in as the goalkeeper makes the initial save. But the ball is deflected straight into the path of a Newcastle player, and he taps it into the back of the net, and that makes it 3-3. Callum Wilson with the goal. So, yeah, easy tapping for him in the end. You kind of feel for the goalkeeper when they make the initial save, but then it deflects off them and straight into the path of an on-running play, because I don't know, maybe I've just got a little bit of soft spot for goalkeepers. Just feel for them when they throw the body to the ground, make the save, and then the next thing the ball's in the back of the net anyway, because of an on-running player. It must be heart-wrenching sometimes. So Newcastle coming again now as they cross the ball into the box, but this time it's a bit more of a tame cross, and the goalkeeper is able to gather that quite comfortably. So Villa now building from the back. So yeah, awesome, Milsard. Good to hear you had a good night, mate. Really good to hear that. Joey saying that's a new one on me too, guys. My niece just been prom and they had Cassages. Defo still big in Liverpool. Well, maybe it's a Yorkshire thing then, because my mate is actually my mate, he lives over here, but his daughter lives in Yorkshire. So yeah, maybe it's a Yorkshire thing. I don't know. I better not say nothing. We'll upset the Yorkshire members of the fandom community. I better keep the Yorkshire banter under wraps for now. I was going to say something Worsley's then. Oh, that takes me back. Did you hear, Joey? Now that takes you back. Worsley's. Villa now managing to get a last-ditch challenge in to stop Newcastle getting a goal, but now boos go around the ground as they feel that should have been a penalty. But referee giving nothing. And now Newcastle playing the ball forward. Sorry, Villa playing the ball forward as they come out to this near side now, playing it into the box. But Newcastle challenge for it as they come outside the box now, trying to push up the field. Challenge comes in from Villa and the referee blows for a foul. So that will be a free kick. Now Newcastle coming forward as Villa challenge for it in the centre circle. Playing it forward now as Villa on the edge of the Newcastle box, but it's suddenly got quite tasty again as Newcastle managed to win the ball back just on the edge of the box. So yeah, thanks, Joey. Yeah, I know I was shocked with that, mate. So yeah, thanks for that, mate. Milsard saying good game this. Yeah, you're right, mate. It is a good game. Very much well said, Milsard. Very entertaining. End to end, innit? Villa now with a ball over the top as they've got him behind, and can he get the shot off as he goes round the goalkeeper? And goalkeeper just doing enough to put him off there. And I'm not sure if that's going to be a goal kick or not sure he got the last touch there. Yeah, it was the Villa play. So that's going to be a goal kick to Newcastle. Joey saying, yes, sounds like it. Yeah, it is, mate. Yep, it's an absolutely end-to-end game at the minute. Milsard saying, I'm going to do an all-nighter as nothing to wake up for. I'm watching another game at 7. Yeah, there's a big game on in the Ladies World Cup at 7 in the morning. Argentina, who they're playing now, I can't remember. It's Argentina, innit? I can't remember who the other. There's 3 games in, isn't there? There's a 7 o'clock kickoff, I think, then there's an half past 8 kickoff and an 11 o'clock kickoff. So yeah. I'm having a lot of trouble trying to do the morning games. Managed to do some this weekend, but Thursday and Friday proved a big problem with work commitments, unfortunately. Newcastle now come racing into the box. Challenge comes in, and again, claims for a penalty here as the referee waving it away. So, yeah, Milsard. Well, see if you can get maybe a little bit of sleep, mate. Maybe just otherwise you'll be falling asleep through the game later on. Milsard also saying, I'm watching Real and AC Milan straight after this. Right, they're playing. I didn't realise that they was playing as well. So, yeah, that should be a cracking game as Villa now getting in behind and a shot saved by the goalkeeper as Villa managed to intercept it and get another shot off, but it's cleared by the Villa centre-back Kellyman there as he came across to intercept it. So, yeah, I didn't realise they was playing as well, mate. So, yeah, that should be a cracking game as well. Joey saying, Yorkshire, laugh out loud, guys. Was going to say something, but better not. I know. Well, I know. I'm not going to say. All I'm going to say is, Wizza was a Wurzelies. And if you're not an 80s kid, you're not going to get that. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Joey saying, all-nighter, Milzard, better get some coffee down you. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Well said, Joey, yeah. Get some coffee down your neck. So we're on 61 and a half minutes, guys, and we're just about to have some more Villa substitutions. If you're just joining us, it's currently Newcastle 3, Villa 3. So Watkins coming off, Aaron Ramsey coming. So it's gone off. Tillerman's going off as well. Apologies, guys. If I can't tell you all the players, they're making so many substitutions here, and the name's only coming up in a small writing up there at the top of the screen, so can't read it properly. But yeah, Villa just made about 4 substitutions. So I think Villa have now pretty much changed almost the full 11 because they made a few substitutions at half time, and now they've just made another 4 substitutions. So that's pretty much rotating the squad, isn't it? So Newcastle now playing it out to that far side as they chip the ball forward. And now Newcastle coming towards the edge of the Villa box as Villa challenge for the ball and now winning a free kick just on the edge of their box out on that far side. So, yeah, sorry, guys, I forgot to just get rid of that and see if we can bring that back. Apologies, guys. Didn't realise I hadn't put that back. So, yeah. So, Joe Linton now on the field for Newcastle. Sorry, guys. So now Villa with the possession as they just knocking it about midway inside the Newcastle half. Ball chipped forward as Newcastle head it back in the direction it came from. Now Villa pick it up just inside the Newcastle half of the field in the centre of the park. And Newcastle challenge for the ball, but Villa managing to keep possession. It's ball played forward down that far side, and ball ends up going out of play, so that's going to be a goal kick to Newcastle. Joey's saying, laugh out loud, guys. Think I might put my lazy head on today and have a cup of tea and a slice of cake. I was wondering if you got it, Joey. I was wondering that was 80s code mate, so I don't upset any of the Yorkshire fans. So yeah. Millsard, you might be a bit too young to understand. So if you don't understand what we're going on about, just go and put in on YouTube Wurzel Gummidge and you might get it. Just go check it out, Millsard, and you'll understand why we're having a laugh and a joke. So yeah, Millsard laughing. And Joey's saying, mate, gonna have to watch some of that now. I know. Don't forget to put fight. Well, if you're gonna have to go and search for that, you'll have to put your thinking head on. So ball knocked out to that far side. I'm getting tears in my eyes here, not able to watch the game through laughing so much. You left me thinking there, Joe. I wasn't sure if you'd got that when I said it. So Villa now with a free kick just inside their own half on the edge of the centre circle. Ball knocked out to this near side as they play it forward now, trying to get in behind that Newcastle defence, but a bit too much pace on that ball, and it's the Newcastle goalkeeper comes across to intercept it. Joey's saying, can't beat a bit of Wurzel. Wurzel thinking ahead. That's going to hurt. Laugh out. I know, mate. I know. Thinking ahead. I'm trying to think how many different heads he had. He had different heads, didn't he? How many different heads did he have? And if he didn't have the head, he went to the Crow Man, didn't he, to get a new one made. I feel like I've got my happy head on tonight. Now how much I'm laughing about about that. So water break, guys. Current temperature out there in Philadelphia, 83 Fahrenheit. So fantastic support there in America, guys. Absolutely chock-a-block stands on this side of the stadium behind the dugout. There is a few bits of empty seats on the opposite side of the stadium. But like I say, guys, some of these stadiums in America are absolutely humongous. Some of them holding as many as 100,000 plus. So, yeah. Millsard saying, laugh out loud. Have you just been ejected out, mate? Now do you get the connection? The connection with Yorkshire folk. If there is any Yorkshire fans listening, we're only having a bit of friendly banter. So more substitutions here for Villa. So yeah, have you just checked it out, Millsard? I think he's just been and had a look at it. That's why he's come back laughing. So Villa now playing out from the back. And say, play the ball down this in there. So I've got to stop thinking about that because it keeps making me chuckle. I'm going to have a watch of it. And now, Joey, now I've thought of it. Isn't it mad how stuff like that from years ago just suddenly pops into your head? It's crazy, isn't it? But I'm that kind of person, guys. Anyway, I'm always trying to think outside the box, especially when I'm doing the match watch alongs, try and come up with little bits and new things and new comments, new thoughts to try and keep you guys a little bit more entertained where I can. I'm not BBC trained, I'm not Sky trained, but I do my best. As Newcastle now playing the ball down this near side as Villa intercept it pretty much on the halfway line. Just a bit scrappy at the minute. If you guys just joining us, just to let you know, we're on 71 minutes gone, and it's currently Newcastle 3, Aston Villa 3. As Villa now playing the ball in behind and just getting caught offside there as the linesman plots the flag up. You could tell that wasn't going to be a goal scoring opportunity. He was miles offside there. You could tell that before the linesman even put the flag up. So Newcastle now playing the ball out to that far side as they come forward now towards the edge of the Villa box, coming racing into the box as they get a shot off, but it's deflected away. But Newcastle still in possession as they're pushed out wide to that far side and play the ball up the field to try and come again. But challenge comes in from Villa, and now the referee is blown for a foul. So Villa with a free kick. Joey's but might have to give my Aunt Sally a slice of cake. I know, yeah. I know. I'm stunned. I don't even know what made that pop into my head. I think it was because we were talking about what we were. That was it. We were talking about Cassages, weren't we? And then I mentioned about Yorkshire folk, and then bang. That was it. Wurzel popped into my head. So, yeah. Aunt Sally, I've not heard that for years. Oh, that's quality. So, Villa now winning a free kick on the edge of their own box. Fouls so far, guys. 14 for Newcastle, 8 for Villa. So free kick taken by Villa now as they chip the ball forward to the centre circle, but not back in the direction it came from by Newcastle as Villa now try to come again from midway inside their own half, playing the ball out to that far side, but Newcastle pressing well so far as now Villa with a ball over the top trying to get in behind, but the Newcastle goalkeeper comes out quickly and kicks that back towards the halfway line as Newcastle now acquire the possession, playing it out to this near side. So, Ryan, how's it going? Ryan Clark's with us. Ryan saying, "Hey up, Madhouse, laugh out loud." How's it going, Ryan? Welcome to the show, mate. We're just having a little bit of banter with UK regions, if you like, specifically one. But yeah, welcome to the show, Ryan. Good to have you with us, mate. Hope you're having a good evening. And Millsard saying hi, Ryan, and also Joey. You guys are awesome, top stuff. Millsard and Joey, loving the positivity as always from you guys. Newcastle now with the possession on this near side as they're forced to play it back to the halfway line under pressure from Villa. But yeah, top stuff, guys. And now Newcastle switch the play out to that far side as they come forward now. But Villa compacting themselves as Newcastle try to work through the press, but now Villa intercept it as they play a long ball over the top now, trying to get in behind the Newcastle defence as they come into the box now. But last-ditch challenge there by Newcastle sees them win back the possession and Newcastle able to build from the back. So Ryan saying, "Hey up, lads. Hope you're all well." Yes, I'm good. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for asking, mate. Hope you're doing good as well. And yeah, top stuff, mate. Awesome. Loving the positivity from you guys. So thanks for that, Ryan. And Milzard saying, yep, top stuff. Milzard, mate. And what's this? Milzard, what, they're policemen or something? Please put your hands up, Joey, for making people laugh. That's my job. That's my job, laugh. Yeah, we've not had a joke off you for a while, have we, mate? So, yeah. So Newcastle now coming forward down that far side as they come into the box and so yeah, over apparently, guys, while the teams have been out there and the games have been played, over 100 and I think it said 150. What was it? 150,000 fans that have been there. I didn't quite hear that because I've got it turned down slightly because obviously I'm trying to communicate with you guys as well. But if that's blaring me in my ear, sometimes it can be a bit distracting. But yeah. So Newcastle now with the possession as they're just knocking it about inside the Villa half, forced back towards the halfway line. Newcastle now with the ball in behind, and the goalkeeper quickly comes out to gather that and relieve the danger. But now Villa trying to hit Newcastle on the counter attack as they come forward down that far side, knocking the ball in behind. And again, this time the Newcastle goalkeeper coming out to gather it and relieve the pressure for his team. So a bit of deja vu there, guys, with both teams similar pattern of play. Newcastle now with a long crossfield ball out to this near side as Joe Linton pays it back to the defensive line. Now chipped forward out to that far side, but it's intercepted by Villa as they now play it forward. And missed time pass sees the ball go out wide, and Newcastle reacquire the possession. So just gone a little bit cagey at the minute, guys, probably because of all the changes, changed the dynamics of the team. So Newcastle managed to push forward up to the halfway line as they now play a long crossfield ball out to this near side from the just from the edge of the centre circle. So ball knocked out of play on this near side as it goes out for a throw-in. Newcastle take it quickly, playing it back to the halfway line as they build again now, playing it out to that far side. Now Villa managed to win the possession on that far side, coming into the centre of the park, but Newcastle quickly challenging for it and winning it back. And just as quick as they challenge for it, they lose it again. And now Villa trying to break as a strong challenge comes in there from Joe Linton, and the referee awards a foul to Villa. So, yeah, guys, don't forget, please do hit that thumbs up. Would be massively appreciated. If you have already, thank you very much. if you're just watching in the background, please do consider hitting that like button and subscribing if you're new to the channel. We've got a lot of ideas for the future of the Fandom project, but at the moment we are doing a lot of match watch alongs to make it easier for fans to find us. But yeah, no nonsense chat here, guys, on Football Fandom. We believe in being honest, respectful, and constructive criticism as well, where teams deserve it. We show respect to every club in the UK, but we also will give constructive criticism as well. So if you're a fan that, if you're a football fan that has it in you to take constructive criticism when your team needs it, then this is the channel for you. But if you've got the blinkers on and you can't hear a bad word said at you against your own team, then this is probably not the channel for you. So yeah, Villa now with a long ball out to this near side as they come forward. Newcastle quickly switching players across, and now Villa with a ball over the top, trying to beat that press from Newcastle. Now with a shot from the edge of the box, but it's blocked off by Newcastle. But Villa reacquire possession as they knock it back out to this near side now. Cut back as Villa now with another shot blocked off by Newcastle. Just kind of repeating the same cycle at the minute on this near side, guys, as Villa come again now. This time, maybe an option for a cross. Cross comes into the box towards the back post, and it's intercepted by Newcastle, who knock it out behind, and that will be a corner to Villa on that far side of the pitch. Ryan Clark saying South Yorkshire police coming for you. Joey, laugh out loud. Well, they must be coming for me as well, mate, because it was actually me that said it. So yeah, I'll take the blame. Can't blame Joey. It was my fault. I was the one that said it. I was only having a bit of banter. You can't blame me, guys. Flipping out the banter I've had to take this summer off Barnsley fans. They deserve a little bit back. So yeah, Villa now coming forward as the corner is taken and it's deflected out to this near side. So Villa trying to come back into the box, but forced out wide. And so now they play it back in to the centre. Still on the edge of the box, though, as Newcastle making life difficult for Villa, trying to break them down at the moment. This is more like the two Premier League clubs that we know, difficult to break down. Okay, and Villa now playing the ball out wide to that far side. So a strong challenge comes in, and it's Joe Linton again. I think he's. I don't think does Joe Linton. I don't think Joe Linton has neutral, does he? He's just that kind of player. He's just, you know, he's just always in turbo mode, isn't he? If that's full throttle, that's the kind of player. He's a bit like Roy Keane, and he just doesn't know what's, you know. He doesn't do half measures. I think that's the best way to describe what I'm trying to say. Sorry, Milzard. I'm missing your comment there. So free kick, I'll come to it in a moment. Free kick for Villa, taken short. As now they play down that far side. Cross comes into the box, headed away by Newcastle, but Villa reacquired possession on the edge of the boxes. Now they come in with a shot, but it's well high and wide, and that will be a goal kick to Newcastle. So Milzard has got a joke for us here, I think. Knock, knock. Who's there? Spell. Who? What's that? Spell. Who's there? Spell. Who? Okay. Who? I'm not getting that one, mate. I'm presuming the abbreviation there, the WH on the end, is meant to be woo or something like that. Is that right? I'm not sorry, guys, but I'm not. As you know, I'm not bothered about making a plonker of myself. But yeah, I'm presuming the way he broke it up like that in the end is meant to be woohoo or woohoo. So yeah, bit of a squeak there. I've enjoy that. That don't come out of me very often. But yeah, that one's gone over my head a bit. That one, Millsard. Sorry, mate. Newcastle now coming forward down this near side as Villa challenge for it, and now we've got a free kick awarded. Sorry, guys. So yeah, thanks, Millsard. Apologies, I don't get that one, mate. So got a free kick here for Newcastle. Thank you. Free kick taken, but it's a wasted one as the linesman puts the flag up for offside. Joey's saying, "Oh, good, laugh out loud." Okay, mate. Yeah, no worries. Like I say, if anybody's going to take the grief for a bit of Yorkshire banter, I'll take it because it was me that said it. But yeah, like I say, I've had enough banter given at me this summer from the Barnsley fans. Joey's saying, "Where's the best place to buy a football kit in America?" New Jersey, laugh out loud. Yeah, now that's one I get. Yeah, that's a good one, Joey. Newcastle. Just defending well on that far side as the ball goes out of play. And now Newcastle were able to come again, building from the back. But yeah, that's a cracker, that, Joey. And Millsard also liking that. Now, Newcastle coming forward as they come towards the edge of the box, getting a shot off, and the goalkeeper makes a good save there. I think it was Barnes again. I think he's already scored. Has he already scored? Was it him, or was it a player with a similar name that scored earlier in the first half? So, yeah. Long ball up the field from the goalkeeper. As Newcastle now tussling for it. As the ball played out wide to this near side. And now Newcastle do get possession as Villa just seem to have dropped off a bit at the moment. I don't know whether they're feeling the intensity of the hot weather out there. Similar thing happened in the first half as well, where Villa had lots of energy in the first 20 minutes, but then she seemed to drop off a bit in the last 20 minutes. Same thing seems to have happened in this second half as well. So Newcastle now just knocking it about in their own half at the moment. 88. Just coming up to 89 minutes gone, guys. As the ball knocked out to this near side by Newcastle, headed forward. But Villa play it back towards the halfway line as Newcastle reacquire possession. Now playing it across the field and out to that far side as they come again, probing the wings and the flanks of Villa at the moment, Newcastle. And Villa just, I don't know, they just look a bit tired now. But it is pre-season. We've got to cut them some slack, haven't we, guys? Pre-season, players still not fully match fit. So we have got to cut them a bit of slack. So, yeah. Ryan Clark saying, Millsard, you looking forward to Bolton? I'm looking too. Yeah, I'm sure Millsard looking forward to the game against Bolton. I know that for a fact because he was mentioning it before they'd even confirmed relegation last season. So yeah, I know he's looking forward to Wigan playing Bolton. So Newcastle now with the ball on that far side, and say now play the ball forward. Ball knocked out wide. Again, except this time it goes out of play, and that's going to be a throw-in. So thanks for that, Ryan. Yep, I'm sure he is, mate, as I'm sure you are as well. Millsard saying, knock, knock, who's there? Spell who? Okay. Right, so the same joke. I don't get it, mate. It's what? So yeah, apologies, Milzard, mate. I do want to laugh at your jokes, mate, but I need to understand them, don't. So my apologies, mate. My bad. It's just maybe it's because it's late and I'm tired. I don't know, mate. I've been up since early hours this morning. I think I did early stream this morning as well. So maybe I'm just a bit tired. So my apologies, mate. That one's just going over my head. Stevie saying, hi, Milzard. Hope you're well. Hey? Has it gone back to the top? It's stupid as, hasn't it? Has it? Yep, it has. Stupid thing's gone back to the top. So yeah. Sorry, guys. My comment section decided to have a wobbler there. So hopefully we're back on track now. So Joey's saying, I'm sure you're a secret Bolton supporter, Ryan. You seem to go on about Bolton a lot. That's a good one, Joey. So Villa now playing out from the back as we have 4 minutes added on time, guys. Ball over the top now as Villa on Newcastle intercept it, knocking it out to this near side as they try to clear their lines. But Villa intercept it midway inside the Newcastle half, trying to come forward now as they play the ball down the middle, but forced back to the halfway line eventually by Newcastle as Villa now come again, playing the ball out wide to that far side. A 1-2 trying to beat the press from Newcastle as a challenge comes in and the referee awards a free kick on that far side, and it's Burn there with the challenge. Yeah, it's just his boots he's gone to get the ball, but his boots just kind of rolled over the top of the ball and he's ended up clattering into the shin of the Villa player. So yeah, I like that, Joey. You could be onto something there, mate. He does mention Bolton a lot, doesn't he? So Villa now with a free kick on that far side. Although I've got to be honest, I think he is definitely a Barnsley fan. How much he keeps coming at the banter or trying to come at me with the banter. So there you go, guys. The final whistle has gone. And it finishes 3-3. So, yeah, it was Anderson, Isaac, Wilson scoring for Newcastle and Watkins and Buendia scoring 2 for Villa. But, yeah, good game overall, guys. Pretty entertaining. Milzar say didn't Didn't mean to write that. I was meant to explain, but can't do it. Separate lines. No worries, mate. No worries, mate. Like I say, mate, maybe it's just me not getting it because I'm tired. I don't know. But yeah, apologies, Milzard. Like I say, I'm never gonna try. I always try to be honest with you guys. If I don't get the joke, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna fake it and pretend to understand it. That would be just be disrespectful to you guys. I'd rather be honest with you and just say I don't get it. So yeah. My bad, Milzard, though. It might, like I say, might just be me, mate. It's been a long day. Been up all day today. So, yeah, might just be I'm too tired to understand it, mate. So, apologies, mate. Thanks. But thanks anyway. Milzard saying, I'm ready for Bolton. Yeah, I thought you might be, mate. I bet you were well up for that one. So, yeah. And yeah, I hope it's a cracker. I hope it's a really good game. And let's hope this time when Bolton and Wigan do play, let's hope the fans behave themselves. Because unfortunately, Wigan and Bolton fans get together and they do stupid things, some of the younger fans, which gets us in trouble with the FA and the police and stuff like that. And it's just not needed. It's just not needed. It's a football game, for crying out loud. There's no need for the violent side of it. We're in the 21st century, for crying out loud. It's not the 70s and 80s anymore. Believe you me, guys, I grew up watching and being involved in that, and you wouldn't like it if you went to football grounds today and it was like it was in the 80s. Believe you me, a lot of you guys that are younger fans would probably be pretty terrified for it if you went and experienced what it was like in a football ground in the 80s. A lot more hostility, a hell of a lot more hostility. And you were lucky if you would, you wouldn't be able, let's put it this way, back in the 80s, you wouldn't have been able to walk away from an away game on your own. You'd have had to be with mates. You'd have had to be. It wasn't safe to walk away from most away games on your own back in the 80s. Is that fair to say, Joey? Would you agree with that, mate? That's my experience of it anyway. Was only a kid when it was the 80s, but I do remember going to some games with family. Luckily, obviously, we was okay because I was only young. But we still seen plenty of scrapping and fighting and stuff. So yeah. So anyway, guys, let's get back to the game. Let's quickly give you guys how the game has gone in numbers, and then I'll come back to the chat, read out the final comments, and then we will call it a night. So yeah, just bear with me a second, guys, as I just bring up the match stats on the screen so you guys can see them and analyze them yourself, so you know I'm reading them out accurately. So here's as I say, guys, you can look at it yourself, but I will quickly read it out for you guys that maybe listening in on a small device. So shots for both teams. Newcastle getting 13 shots in total. Villa with 16 shots. Shots on target, 7 for Newcastle, 8 for Villa. Possession, 54% for Newcastle, 46% for Villa. Passes, 533 for Newcastle, 456 for Villa. Pass accuracy, 88% for Newcastle, 84% for Villa. Fouls, 17 for Newcastle, 11 for Villa. Yellow cards, 2 for Newcastle, none for Villa. No red cards for either team. Offsides, 6 for Newcastle, 1 for Villa. And corners were 1 for Newcastle, 7 for Villa. So there you go, guys. That's how the game went in numbers. So, yeah. So thanks for that, Milzard. Ryan saying, we all Barnsley and Wigan, are we? Laugh out loud. Well, I think you know that's not the case, Ryan, because obviously I'm a Bolton fan. Joey's a Liverpool fan. But, yeah, not a problem, that, mate. As I say, I try to be respectful to you guys and the clubs that you support. So, yeah. Milzard saying, okay, the name is who, and they say in the joke, always say the name. Who Who? So spell who. Okay, who? Oh, okay, mate. No, I'm still not getting it. I must be just too tired. I don't know. But thanks for trying to explain it anyway, mate. Milzard saying, I mean, name is spell. I think my missus has maybe got it, so maybe she can explain it to me when I come off, mate. But it's just going right over my head there. So, yeah. But thanks for trying to explain it, Milzard. Top man. Appreciated. Milzard also saying, if one explaining more, ask and I will. No, like I said, I'm not sure if my missus is understanding it. Maybe she can explain it to me when I come off. Or maybe I'm just too tired, mate. I don't know. But sorry, Milzard, about that. Joey's saying, yes, defo, Gaz. It was crazy. Lost my train of thought. Oh, right. Yes, yes. Sorry. Yep, you're right. Yep, Matt. Talking about the 80s. Yep, with the football. Sorry, mate. So I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm just feeling pretty shattered now. Brain's not functioning as well. I need to put my thinking head on. Yeah, the 80s. No, yes, yes, Joey. It was absolutely. It was terrifying for taking kids. I know that because I was a kid myself at the time. And I know that a lot of my family was never too keen to take me to games when I was a kid because of the amount of violence and stuff. So yeah, it was bad. It was bad because I remember being upset a few times through not being allowed to go to certain games because family members thought it was going to be too much trouble. And obviously, if you're taking kids, you can understand it. I was only, I was a kid then. I was a little sprog, so totally understand my family wanting to protect me when I was a kid. Joey's saying, "Cheers, guys. Going to grab some shut eye before little ones are up. Catch you soon." No worries, Joey. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you coming, getting involved, and staying up, mate. Really appreciated. Yep, no worries, mate. You go and get some sleep, and hopefully catch you again soon, Joey. Top man. Take care, mate. All the best, and have a restful night, mate. Joey also saying, bye, everyone. Top stuff, Joey. Really appreciate that, mate. Stevie saying, bye, Joey. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely, Stevie. Top stuff from you as well, mate. Thank you for making yourself available. And Milsard, I think, also going to get the final word. Milsard saying, bye, Mrs. Fandant and everyone else. Congrats to Mrs. Den, still awake, helping you guys. Yes, absolutely nice one, Milsard. Yep, she keeps bringing me one or two drinks to help me keep awake with some coffee. But yeah, thank you, Milsard. Top man, loving the positivity from you as always, mate, and really do appreciate it. So thank you, mate. Try Milsard. Do try to get a bit of rest if you can, mate, because I know you want to stay up for the early games. But obviously, think you don't want to be stay awake all night to watch it and then be falling asleep while the game's on. So yeah, just trying to give you the heads up. But thank you, Milzard. Hope you enjoy the rest of the games in the morning, mate. Take care. And hopefully we'll see you again soon, mate, as I will be keeping up the intensity with the match watch-alongs as much as possible this week. So, yeah, thanks, Milzard. Look after yourself, mate. Stay safe. And, hopefully see you again soon, mate. Stevie saying, bye, Milzard. Thanks. Nice one, Stevie. Absolutely top stuff from you, as always, mate. Really appreciate the work you do in the background. So, yeah, big shout out to Milzard and Joey and Stevie and Ryan, Clark also. You guys showing some fantastic support, staying up late tonight and supporting the channel. So really appreciate that, guys, with your fantastic support, staying up late tonight. I think I've covered everybody there. I think Ben, Ben popped in earlier as well. So yeah, nice one, Ben, and also Maggie as well. Shout out to Ben and Maggie as well. So yeah, I think I've covered everybody. Apologies if I missed anybody. But yeah, thank you very much to all you guys for coming, getting involved tonight. I'm going to jump off now, go and grab a quick drink, and then hopefully try and get chilled out in an hour or so. But for me, for now, guys, that's it. Take care, all the best, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.